Well, good morning, everyone. As promised, this will be my battery test, full battery test of the Apple Watch version 2 versus the Apple Watch version 3. I'm going to wear them on my wrist. I'm going to report the battery percentage every once in a while over the course of the next hours. It's going to be, it might be 2 days, might be a little bit more, but jump right in and head out for a run. Well, here we go. I haven't run with the ladies in months. Barb was injured. I've been dealing with a little bit of a knee issue here for the last little while. Going to go for a 6K run. Just to note that both watches are set up exactly the same, 1/3 brightness. Everything's the same about them. The battery health on the 2 is still at 100%, just to make sure it is a fair comparison. One thing to note about the screen on the 3, you can notice the difference between the 2 and 3, the brightness. The 3 is brighter. Am I going to notice it when I'm out running? Probably not. But when you're standing still, you do notice that the 3 is slightly brighter. As far as the off axis, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. And since I'm not paid by Apple, I can say what I want. 40-minute run. I won't show you on the other device, but it's 40 minutes. Battery is at 95%, so it started at 99%, I believe it was, and it's gone down to 95. That's for the 3, and then the 2 has gone down to 94%. We're looking at a 1% difference in battery usage, 1% better. I know it's not a very scientific test, but a little bit better. Morning, everyone. 24 hours into my Apple Watch Ultra 2 versus 3 battery test, and here are the results. This is the 2, 51% left after just under 24 hours. This is the 3, 56%, 5% difference. All right, everyone, I am at approximately 30 hours in. This is the Apple Watch 2, 36% battery left. The Apple Watch Ultra 3, 41%. 5% difference, that's it. Hey, as part of the battery test, I was going to go out for a hike today, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to take Yoko and Eugene out for a WALK. You want to go for a walk? I know this is not epic ultra endurance testing, but this is just daily life when you have dogs. We either get them for a run or get them for a couple of good walks. Okay, we just got back from a good walk with the dogs, just about 40 minutes. Let's see what the battery is like after 33 hours, approximately just under 33 hours. 2 workouts, one was a 40-minute run and one was a 40-minute walk. This is the 2 at 31%. And this is the 3. As you can see, I'm at 36%. Still just that 5% difference. All right, everyone, we're at 35 and a half hours, basically. Here's what the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is currently at, 18%, down into the red. And the Ultra 3 is now at 28%. So we've gained, or should say, haven't lost as much as the 2. So yes, there is battery difference, but I'm going until each of them drain, which will be sometime early tomorrow. Coming up on 47 hours, and this is the Apple Watch Ultra 2 at 4%, and this is the 3. It's taken a lead now by 11%. All right, everybody, I won't have an opportunity to see it go to 0, but this is the Apple Watch 2 at 48 hours and 10 minutes, and I'm at 1%, so it will be dying pretty soon. And the 3 is at 11%. So I'll check back later today with when the Apple Watch Ultra 3 dies. All right, everyone, almost exactly 6 hours after the Ultra 2 died, battery life. This is the Ultra 3, down to 2%. It's obviously going to die within the next hour or so, but that's a wrap for the testing. I'll come back with my final thoughts and all the stats. All right, everyone, just to wrap up here, as far as the overall stats on the Apple Watch Ultra 2 versus the 3, the 2 lasted 48, just under 48 full hours. Apple claims 36 hours of regular use. So I got 48 out of it, and that's with my screen set to 1/3 brightness, always on display on. I don't have LTE enabled on the device, so that's a battery savings right there. For the version 3, I got an additional 7 hours compared to the 2. So I got 55 hours by the time it went completely dead. All the settings were exactly the same. Good thing is that Apple states that the 3 gets 6 more hours than the 2, which it did. In addition, Apple tends to underestimate the amount of battery life that a device gets. And they do that with their laptops and phones and obviously their watches as well. So that's a good thing. Is it enough for me to switch from my perfectly good 2 to the 3? That is not enough. And when it comes down to it, as far as the emergency services, the satellite functionality, most of the time I'm just going to carry my phone with me. And if anything, I'll just carry a power bank and I can have satellite messaging on my phone. So the Ultra 3 is going back. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any comments, drop them below and maybe hit that subscribe button.